drunk and now I know. Pardon, I had to let it go. I had to let that go before. Tried to do it before we went live. I got caught out, damn it. I got caught out. Hello, good evening. How's it going? Basically, we've got like an hour until Horizon Forbidden West gameplay gets revealed. I figured we'd sort of watch the countdown. We'd have a little bit of a discussion. I wasn't going to do a whole MBG and just start streaming it from the 5-hour mark, then dip out midway through the stream and just re-stream footage that Sony's running anyway. Just let Sony get them views, bro. You know what I'm saying? Start streaming closer to the actual stream itself, you know? Eating up 5 hours of everybody's time, for fuck's sake. Not just him, but people like IGN as well. Anyway, got that out of the way. So we're going to take an hour. I thought what would be pretty cool is while we wait, yeah, we can watch the countdown, sure. Why not? But at the same time, like 7 minutes of Dying Light footage has come out, so I figured maybe we could watch that. I think there's like a new Sonic trailer that we could watch, so we can watch a couple things and sort of just get ready overall for this. Or we can just watch old Horizon trailers, I don't really mind. Or we can watch the countdown, I really don't mind. But I figured at least we can fill some time with some of the other news, because there's been a lot of news and a lot of coverage coming out today, so I figured why not have a little look at it while we wait before the actual big news, which is Horizon Forbidden West 14 minutes of gameplay comes out. Why don't we have a little look at other things that's been going on? I think that seems like a good plan to me, to be honest, you know? So yeah, we've got some Dying Light coming up. I don't care about any other game right now. I completely understand. But at the same time, like, do you want to just do this? Do you want to just do this for an hour? Because we can. As you'll see, I made my box even smaller tonight. Made it nice and small. Because I felt like, you know what? I don't want to take up any of the gameplay footage at all. So I've made myself nice and small. But yeah, sure, we can just watch 58 minutes of photo mode. Why not? You know? I love that they said it was going to be like a completely unique countdown, and it's like, this is just photo mode, bro, which I appreciate. I love a good photo mode, but I don't know, I was kind of hoping for like an overall event. Louis Walsh in the chat, like you could have definitely got the devs on. I think that would have been cool. You could have, honestly, you could have just had, which one am I doing here, hang on, you could have just had someone playing the original game. I would have watched that. I would have watched someone just playing the original game while we waited for 5 hours. Yeah, there's a lot could be done in 5 hours, you know? But yeah, no. It does look beautiful. I'm not debating that at all. I'm not debating that in any shape or form. It does look great. Those look like actual birds as well there, which is cool. Because I don't have a memory of seeing much birds in Horizon, apart from like the main sort of birds, but I could be tripping. No, there's animals you can kill. There's definitely animals you can kill. But I don't remember like a vast array of birds, and there's like birds in every single shot here. So that's pretty cool overall, you know? Nice and small. You love a photo mode. I do love a photo mode. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I do. There's like is that a glint hawk there? Is that what they're called? May have forgotten. Hanging? Is that one hanging there? What is that? Have I tried out Chivalry? I have not. I have not, but only because I'm gonna stream it tomorrow evening, so I want to go in technically blind. I want to load it up and just get into it. So I figured that would be for the best. You know, I figured I'd leave it until it was time to actually stream it, which made a lot of sense to me. I love this rope bridge down here. To be fair, I can actually get stuck. Like, I can actually get stuck just looking at all of the things going on here after slightly bad-mouthing it a second ago. Now I'm like, wow, look at the rope bridge. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. The biggest thing is we're going to see a lot more of the continent, and I think that's really important. I think there's a vast array and variety that they can bring, and as I've said, if this goes on for a couple games, if they keep this going, I would love to see them tackle like Europe or a different continent as well, because I think that would be really, really awesome. just to see how things evolve, what sort of tribes would be in different places, because in this one we sort of had, in the original game we had like, what did we have? We had sort of like Viking style, and then we also had sort of like Mayan style, was like two of the major overall meetings I can, like, not meetings, but tribes I can think about. Styles is the word I'm looking for. I half read that thing saying, are you going to do another pitch meeting? So the word meeting slipped into my vocabulary there. I am going to be doing some more pitch meetings in future. They take a little bit longer to do, but there's a few games that I want to talk about. I really want to tackle some sort of, I'm not going to do it for a Bloodborne 2, but I'm going to do it for what I think a Bloodborne TV show could play out like, because I've got a lot of informations for it. Basically, Inuit, Japanese, and Native American. Yeah, that was, well, but we had Vikings as well, you know? We had the Viking style. There's a lot of, like, Viking-esque style in there. Pitch meeting for Beyond Free Souls. Yeah, I'm upset that they left it where they left it. I'm not going to lie to you. I could maybe string something together for that. But I'm always taking on board. I think another pitch meeting that I didn't do, but I want to do and should do, is what a Daredevil game would look like. Because I got some good ideas for that as well. So I'd really like to take a look at that sort of thing. I don't want it to all be like sequels and stuff, but I also think it'd be cool to do some sort of pitch meetings that are like for games that don't exist, like I did with the Mandalorian. I really enjoyed making that Mandalorian video massively. Hey, there we go, Jake, on the same wavelength right there. Dragon VT, good to see your name in the chat. It's been a while. Shall I do some introductions quickly? We got Day One in the chat. We got Fabian, my Viking friend. Skylar, my friend. We got LITT, Lit in the building. We got the Jeffrey. We got Susan, Callie on the Modern Duty. Thomas in the chat. Louis Walsh, how you doing? Dominic, good to see you, my friend. Angel on the Modern Duty, thank you very much. We got Sass High, as always, good to see your name. Dan O'Shea, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Really One Gamer as well. Jeffrey, all of the family in the chat. As we get ready and we just prepare. Alien Invention as well. I love saying your name. It's really cool. Jake, welcome to the chat. Ballistics, very, very good to see you. Did you see the Dying Light 2 trailer? No, I was just waiting. And Diedrich, how could I forget? Diedrich, how you doing? I was waiting for us to get to 10 minutes. Then we're going to watch the Dying Light trailer, because I figured we've got an hour to kill. So why not watch it while we wait? Like, this is beautiful. This is a very, very nice looking backdrop right here. But they're going to be cycling through these, so we've got time to look at the Dying Light trailer, which I think would be awesome. And because I didn't cover anything to do with it earlier, I think it would be great to have a little look at that while we've got time to do it, you know. And then we'll come back to this. I'll just put this on mute in the background, or I'll pause it for a second. Any of that good stuff. Go around, how you doing? Good to see you. Born Sinner, how you doing as well? Good to have you in the chat. Yeah, I love light passing through trees. I'm completely with you, Thomas. And it's like, I feel like when you live in England, you get, like, England can be very bad when you live in the city. It's not the greatest look a lot of the time. But when you actually get out into our sort of forestry and you look around and stuff, there's some very, very beautiful moments, especially in the summer, where you get, like, that light hitting through the trees. I think there's some very nice scenery. I tell you what really does a good job of sort of displaying how beautiful England can be, and believe me, it can actually be beautiful from time to time. Basically, when you go out and you go out into the environments in Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, they do a good job of capturing what the British countryside is quite like. Like, there's loads of really nice scenery parts in Valhalla, and actually, if you do get out of the city in England, you can really find there's some beautiful places like the Peak District and things like that, Lake District, like some really nice areas. Even in London, just outside of London, there's some places really close to my house, especially. I'm lucky that I live slightly south and out in the outskirts. I'm surrounded, I live in a place which was formerly known as the North Wood, so it was a massive woodland area, and there's a lot of really nice parks still left over from the North Wood in my area. I've obviously got the famous Crystal Palace Park, which we did the live streaming not too long ago, but then there's other places quite close to me as well, like Streatham Common. It's a very, very nice piece of common land, but it's got a nice little foresty area, it's got a nice rookery, it's got all of these really cool features and stuff, so I'm really blessed and thankful to have as much greenery as we do in London, let alone when you drive out for like 20 minutes. Overall, you get some really nice scenery. And so yeah, things like the sun hitting through the tree, as Thomas mentioned, that's something that I associate quite a lot with the small bit of greenery that we get over here. And when it's sunny, it does look great. Like today was a beautiful sunny day. I was stuck inside working for most of it, which was really annoying. But I went out when I got time at the end, and I went for a little walk in my local area. Did a DJ D in the chat. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. The legend himself, Brett Williams. Welcome, sir. How you doing? Yeah, so we're at 10 minutes. Let's quickly watch this Dying Light trailer. I've got it up here. Just going to pause that. We'll get into this. Thanks, GameSpot, for providing this. Some scenes have been edited to avoid spoilers. That's good.
We've been quiet for some time, since, like the rest of the world, we had some unforeseen hurdles to clear. But the wait is over. Let's dive into the open world of Dying Light 2.
I enjoyed Dying Light 1. It was cool. See, he said dive into the world, and then he dived over the top. That was awesome. That was really cool.
The last slice of Dying Light 2 showcased
the mission
good on
from
audio
the main storyline.
You get
I feel
out
like this might be a tiny bit too loud.
You saw how your decisions influenced the narrative and notably changed the environment.
Yes.
This time, we want to give you a broader look at the game and a sneak peek at some of the things we'll be talking
That
about.
cityscape looks awesome. Very big. I like it a lot. The story.
In Dying Light 2, you become Aiden Caldwell, an outsider trying to unravel a tangled mystery from his past. Its trail leads him to the city, probably the last bastion of mankind in the world.
You don't want to be in a city in a zombie apocalypse. You just don't. You just don't. Thank you everyone on the audio. Thank you for the check.
At first, you feel like this intense, brutal place will tear you apart.
Well, yeah, because it probably will.
Runners, veteran survivors who help people in better days.
By the way, I'm Hakon.
You were a night runner. You used to help people, remember?
Night runners are gone. Finished. A myth.
Hey, he did the leap of faith.
Although it's not entirely clear you can trust them,
cool.
You need allies in the dark.
Yep, just shut that door. We got the Predator zombie up in here.
And these are the modern Dark Ages. It's been 15 years since the apocalypse and the world has changed. The old civilization has fallen, but a new one has been built on its ashes.
Nice.
People fight desperately for scarce resources. Rules are broken, and weakness is punished.
They got a little club up in here. Oh, whoa.
Factions struggle for position in the city. Survivors pride themselves on being able to adapt to any circumstances and cobble together safe zones almost everywhere. Peacekeepers,
I love the living in the rooftops.
Their version of law and order and trample all in their path. Renegades,
them boys.
ex-prisoners serving their ruthless colonel, seeking to become sole rulers of the city.
Where is Waltz? Make him token.
Use these factions to reach your goal. Help or harm them to reshape the city to your liking.
That's so cool.
Each faction contains complex characters.
Nosy Parker, ain't ya? Got some kind of bad habit of yours?
I would have fun streaming this, I
will
think.
You follow cold calculation or your heart?
I think I'd have fun streaming this.
Help us and you'll find a home here.
Some in the city offer no chance for an alliance. Bandits, outlaws, and common thugs live only to plunder and kill, plunging the streets into chaos.
Parry, you see that perfect parry? Oh, he didn't
Yet,
parry the headbutt.
Nightfall scares all of them equally.
Good night and good luck.
Darkness changes the rules of the world. As the light fails, monsters crawl out of hiding to prey on the poor souls caught outside the safety of UV rays. Hordes of infected pour into the streets like decaying lava. The deadly spawn of 15 years of mutation and evolution.
No, that guy's got a big old mallet hammer. Run, boy!
To escape, exploit the city's verticality and flee to the roofs.
Parkour!
Though even
Parkour.
there, you are never safe from swift and deadly virus.
Oh no, they know parkour as well. Run! Run! UV light, perfect. So
Even
good.
greater threat.
Okay.
Yet
Okay.
night brings opportunity as well. Nests rife with infected during the day now lie empty.
Yeah.
To explore them,
So let's go
you
poke
must tread
around in them.
carefully. But those brave enough to face the terrors of the night can loot a jackpot.
Stim shot. Psh. Master the art of survival. That guy's pushing a chair, you see that?
Luckily, you have all the tools you need to survive. Your extraordinary parkour skills allow you to navigate even the most treacherous terrain.
Yeah. Parkour. Jesus, you break your legs, man.
On the roofs, you can count on your parkour acrobatics to save your life.
Drop kick. That
But
was
often,
sick.
you'll have to face your enemies head on. And then you have to be smart, resourceful, and determined. We've worked hard on the essence of our combat, making sure swinging a big, meaty weapon is fun, satisfying, and well executed. But even the most brutal fights can be tactical as well. You have multiple ways to hone your skills toward the gameplay style that suits you best.
Yeah. Oh,
It's up to you if you focus mostly on mobility and parkour,
bro, he just
Or
double stamped that
aggressive
guy's
blunt
head.
force
What the
combat.
fuck?
or a crafty approach where the tools you've created get the job done. Every ability you learn can be a game changer and possibly a new favorite move. Things move fast and quick in
That was
Dying Light
sick.
2.
That was
Each
actually
moment
sick.
matters. Each move
Action
could mean
sequence.
triumph or defeat.
I see you. I'm out.
Choose your actions and friends carefully. Everything you do in the city can reshape the gameplay environment, change the course of the narrative, and decide the fate of the city's residents. But most importantly, you decide your own fate as well.
You're about to turn.
Make sure
Oh,
to
no.
stay human.
Oh no. Wow. Wow. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, it's out in December? Can you not put it out a bit earlier than it? December's cool, but I'm really not trying to have like a Christmas zombie experience, you know? Like, but fuck it, whatever. That actually looks really, really good overall. Like, really enjoyable. I think that would be a good stream. I honestly do think that'd be a good stream. There's a lot going on in there. There's a lot of decision making. There's a lot of different variants that you can do to your combat. I do miss getting into fights in first person. And when I say that, what I mean is I'm not a big fan. I am a big fan of first person shooters, but I think most of us can agree that when you played Elder Scrolls games, it awoken something in you. You were like, oh, this is so cool. This is so much fun being able to fight in first person with my sword and sidestep and outmaneuver people and do all of this really enjoyable combat. And not enough games really embody that. But what I saw there in that Dying Light combat sequence was a little bit of nostalgia. A little bit of slightly moving to the left and right and taking out 3 or 4 people with one nice swipe and things like that. It's something that I'm really on board with overall and really do enjoy when it comes to fighting in games. So yeah, that was awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. And as I said, I think for different reasons, I think it will be quite good as a stream. I think it will capture some of that sort of fear, the zombie fear, because it's just like, you know, you're always going to get some jump scares and such in a game like Dying Light. So I think while it's got the action, it's also got the panic, the fear, and the things that really pump up a good stream, in my opinion. Because you need those elements as well, you know? You don't want to just sort of like speed run through it or it be too easy or anything like that. You want to get that blood pumping. You want to feel like you're in danger, and I think it does a good job of that when it gets to nighttime. I remember that in the first Dying Light, and I played the first Dying Light like an absolute coward. I'd always get to safe houses before the sun went down a lot of the time, and just played it very, very smart as much as I could, which is probably not how they wanted you to play the game, but screw you, it's my experience, you know? So yeah, I'm not doing Zelda mods. I did Dying Light because it was part of the overall, you know, it's news that came out today. So it made sense to do so. Now we're going to get into some discussions about Horizon as a franchise, Horizon Forbidden West, what you'd like to see from it, and we're going to continue to look at some of this really awesome scenery and just have a big old discussion while we wait and get ready for the game. So if everybody can throw in what they're most excited for and what was their favourite features from the previous game that they'd like to see brought back. Would you like to see new weapons? Which weapons would you like to see carried over? I'm sure if we're moving to new areas, we're probably going to meet people that have invented different ways to take out the robosaurs. Can we call them that? Can we call them robosaurs? Because they're like robotic dinosaurs. I think we're definitely going to get into some new areas and realms as far as weaponry goes. I personally would really like to see, and I said this when I was playing the game, but I'd like to see an improvement on the combat with humans. That was the only thing that I thought was very, very lackluster, I'd say. And it wasn't super lackluster, but it was a lot more enjoyable fighting all of the beasts of Horizon than it was when you got into fights with humans. The AI just wasn't 100% there. The animations and the general combat just didn't seem to flow perfectly for me when it came to that element. So I really hope they've improved on that. Harder boss fights, I think, is a great call there. Angel as well. I think that would actually work really, really well. I remember, like, especially towards the end, that final sort of boss fight was just a situation where it was more, it was like not against the clock, but it was like, oh, we're just going to make, this boss fight's going to be hard because it's long. You know, where you're like shooting the things and I'm trying to remember it, like you were trying to defend the fortress or something, and they were all the monsters were coming over, and you just had like the different sort of like rocket launcher thing. I can't remember what it was, but you just kind of stayed on that, shooting them, trying not to get overwhelmed. That wasn't great, but there were some good moments in it as well. That I really enjoyed. Like overall, like it's one of the games that I won't fault. I don't have any real faults for it, but at the same time, we can be objective about these sort of things, you know, completely. I think all games should have first play or third person like Red Dead did. I think that's a good option when you can do it. Again, Elder Scrolls had that sort of situation as well, if I remember correctly. It does work really, really well. But sometimes, depending on your engine or what you're working on, you just commit to one because that's how you want the perspective of the game. The perspective of the game can really change. I think a good example was, like, if you ever looked at the Cyberpunk running and jumping animations, because it wasn't a third-person game, they look ridiculously stupid because the game was designed for first person. Are you going to do Far Cry 6 gameplay stream tomorrow? I don't know if I'm going to do a stream for it. I might do a reacts for it, but if you guys want to stream, I'm more than happy to stream it. I like discussing things in streams. It works really well. I still have to play the DLC for Frozen Wild. Me too, Born Sinner, but I'm waiting to get the release date for this, and then I'll play it like the week ahead of time. One, to get my head back around the mechanics and really enjoy the game again, and two, because it's the perfect time to play it, because it will get me in the mindset for the next game, which I think is awesome to do. Look forward to a never seen mechanic. I don't know what it'll be, but I want to see something we haven't seen before. I think there's going to be an abundance of things we haven't seen before, if I'm being honest. I think they're really going to build upon what they worked on. What are your thoughts on the leak about a Guardians of the Galaxy game that might be at E3? I've said this earlier and I stand by it. Keep Square Enix the fuck away from Marvel properties. They're not the right company, and their subsidies are not the right companies to be dealing with it. Eidos are not good. The other company that handled it, they're not good. The Tomb Raider remakes were terrible. The Avengers game was terrible. The only good thing that has come out of Square Enix is what, like the Final Fantasy stuff, I'm pretty sure, and like Nier. That was it, right? That was like the only stuff they've done good. Am I wrong for saying that? It was Square Enix that tackled the remake, right? But if I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm pretty sure that's my association with Square Enix as a whole. Oh, and Final Fantasy 14, if they played a part in that as well. I need them to add snowboarding down these mountains. Snowboards made from mech parts. I mean, that's a really good call. Traversal as a whole, changing that sort of stuff could be a very interesting thing. That's a very interesting point to put across. I think there needs to be more ways to get across the map, especially if we're going underwater. What the hell is that thing moving in the water? Speaking of it, it's like a water snake. We got this nice looking village over here. Like this beautiful looking village over here as well in the nighttime. I really like the look of that. But yeah, traversal would be awesome. Changing it, snowboarding would be great. More ways to get around in the air would be awesome as well. Mountable Thunderjaws and Glinthawks, Stormbirds. Yeah, exactly, Zan. That's it. Underwater traversal and combat. Yes, exactly that. Exactly that. So yeah, all of those suggestions, I'm completely on with it. Bam's battle roll better be in it. Aerial combat is a good call as well. Yeah, exactly. Changing the map from being just down here, making it so it's like you can play it on many different levels is a very good way. We got the underwater, we got the on ground, and then we've got the in the sky stuff. I think if you do that, you open it up massively. You might have talked about, but have you seen the Dying Light info gameplay? Yeah, we literally just watched the trailer for that like 5 minutes ago. Sorry, Craig, that you weren't in the chat. Craig's in the chat, by the way, members, please. Craig is now in the chat. Let's please put Craig's in the chat. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Abdul, good to see you. Man, these graphics are melting my eyes. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Do we get a release date? I'm hoping for September. I really hope we do get a release date. It would be awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing Aloy's relationships. I hope Aloy stays single, but that's another story. And they put me in the game, and then I hope she's no longer single. Hey, boys, Aloy. But I'm starting the Craig train right now. Let's do it. There we go. Let's get the Craig train rolling, baby. Let's go. Just Cause is great. Yeah, arguably great. Square Enix. We got the Craig train rolling. I can't believe it. Yeah, I hope for a September date. I hope it comes out sooner rather than later. And I do agree that we should see some sort of patch for the PS4 version. But I don't know. Maybe they'll do kind of like a Miles Morales kind of thing and give us like a sort of like slightly remastered version that comes along with the PS5 version. That would be cool. No one's really talking about that as an option in general. But that could actually work out quite well. I think it was great that they did the overall like remaster of Spider-Man, because they didn't need to, but I think it was a really good addition, and it just showed off how good everything looked, you know. I hope they don't go to Last of Us 2 and ruin the game. I don't think that they're in a position that they can ruin the game too much, because I think in a lot of ways the majority of the story has been tackled in the first game. Like, the meat of the story has sort of been tackled. Now what we move into is kind of like the exploration of the world, and I think what's really good is this is one of the strongest IPs that I have seen in years. Like, I've said this before, I said it in my reviews. If you're talking about Horizon Zero Dawn, right, it's probably one of the most unique IPs I've seen. Simple as. Like, the world building that they deliver, the fact that it's still slightly based in sort of truths, situations that you could kind of see coming to life to many like reasons. Like, there's, you know, like I look at those Boston Dynamics robots and I just go, if this goes too far, then we're going to be living in a Horizon Zero Dawn future, you know. I think they did it enough to embed it in reality, but then at the same time they did a really good job of sort of taking it into the fantasy realm as well. Tomb Raider remakes are bad. I only played the first one and it was terrible, mate. I'm sorry, but it is. it's too doom and gloom. It's too much. They copied Uncharted, and the gameplay was clunky as hell. And then when I times that with the fact that the Avengers game sucked as well, to be honest, Square Enix can suck a dick. But overall, like, because people are like, oh, play the next game. I'm not going to play the next game because it was the first one was terrible. I didn't enjoy the experience. It was really badly put together. They didn't do a good job. They were like, what if we make Tomb Raider real gritty and realistic? And it just didn't work out. Like, make it a fun fantasy shooter. She didn't even dual wield pistols at any point in time. You sucked the absolute life and enjoyment out of a franchise that is held so dear to so many people's hearts as children, and then you just bring back the triangle boobies and dual wielding, man. Come on. Path Gaming in the chat, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, I don't think they could ruin it. And I also like to agree with Callie there. I don't think The Last of Us 2 ruined anything either. You know, I don't think the narrative ruined anything personally for me in any shape or form. They could have just updated Spider-Man PS4 instead of having to play extra with Miles Morales. They could have, but they did a good job. I don't think they overpriced it or anything. I think it was just nice that it came with it, and I really enjoyed going back in and taking a look with it, like having a look at like how good things looked with the remaster. I think they did a really good job with the Spider-Man remaster. I loved the Horizon Zero Dawn, but the cutscenes could have been better. A little bit, but I think there's some things that Horizon Zero Dawn slightly falls a victim to, not massively, but at the point in time. They they sort of had a few limitations. Like there's a couple times where like it goes straight into a direct cutscene and then back into gameplay. I think things like that will be completely seamless on the PS5, so nothing to worry about there. Just going back to Dying Light quickly for Craig's purpose is I really think Dying Light 2 looks great, but it doesn't look next gen. That's the one thing that I didn't say earlier about it. I think it looks great, but it doesn't look next gen, and I do feel like we have been spoiled by the next gen already. Like I look at stuff now and I go, but it just like it doesn't look like this. It's not the same, and you can't hold that against games. But it's just kind of like we're gonna be in this awkward place for the next year or two, maybe even 3 years, where they keep even like this, where they're accommodating it for the fact that it's going to come out on PS4 as well. And I'm like, just don't do that, man. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people haven't got their hands on a PS5 yet, but just don't do that. Just push into the next gen. All you can do is keep pushing forward and people will catch up. And look, I'm someone that came onto the PS4 like exclusives late in the game, but all of those games like Horizon Zero Dawn, games like God of War, games like Spider-Man, despite me playing them for the first time a little bit later, my experience wasn't ruined in any shape or form. Like, you know, it was absolutely still as enjoyable because these were great games to play. I wasn't mad at anything. Like, and a lot of those games kind of look next gen at that point in time anyway. To me, at least. Like, God of War looks incredible. Spider-Man looked incredible. There's loads of really, really good games. But we're in this awkward thing right now where people are really trying to just walk the line because they want to make as much sales as possible, but they keep being like, you know what, we're going to release this on the PS4 and the PS5, and I'm like, don't do that, don't do that, just put it out on the PS5 and let people play it a little bit later, or produce more PS5s, get them out there even more, because I don't want to see any game held back. Like, I don't want to see any game held back by the fact that they're trying to make it accessible. Like, you know, I don't want something to not perform perfectly on the PS4 because they made it too much for the PS5. I don't want to see stuff on the PS5 held back because they had to temper it for the sake of the PS4. You know? Tomb Raider reboot was bad. It is. It's terrible. It sucks a dick. It's a horrible, horrible game. It wasn't an enjoyable experience. I just finished playing Uncharted 1 through till The Lost Legacy, and guess what? Every single one of those games was way better. Even Uncharted 1 was way better than Tomb Raider, which is funny because Tomb Raider, alongside games like Gears of War, inspired them to make Uncharted. But you know what Uncharted 1 had? It had charm, it had charisma, it had great set pieces, it had colour. Not everything looked like it was washed out and a terrible... Don't even get me started on how bad Tomb Raider, the reboot, was, because it was terror. It was actually terrible. The voice acting in that game was atrocious. It was so bad that there was no emotion portrayed in any of it. Someone really close to Lara Croft would die and she'd go, "Oh no." It was shit. It was so bad. The only good thing that game had was some inventive things, like a couple inventive quick time pieces and a couple inventive, like they had the climbing up the rock thing that was kind of cool. That was it. Other than that, that game was trash. It was played out. The storyline was atrocious. The voice acting was atrocious. The graphics were terrible. The color grade looked like it was like Zack Snyder while he was in college trying to figure out what his style was going to be, and none of it was fun. And a Tomb Raider game at its core should be fun and enjoyable and light-hearted. Okay? I said what I said. That's what it is. There was barely any tombs in it. There was barely any tombs in it at all. The game's called Tomb Raider. They made the tombs a slight sort of like little mini game on the side of it. What's that about? Come on, man. Come on. Seriously. Think about a game like Horizon Zero Dawn. Think how colourful that is. Think how fun it is to explore. Think about all of the different ways you can climb and move around objects and all of that awesomeness. Horizon Zero Dawn was a better Tomb Raider game than the Tomb Raider reboot. 100%. I don't care. And Aloy was 100% a great protagonist. Legitimately. Yeah, exactly. Lara said she hates tombs in the Tomb Raider reboot. It was at that point I realized that they had failed themselves as a franchise. Terror didn't get in a fight with a single T-Rex. Exactly. I'm here talking about, let's talk about what we want from Horizon Zero Dawn, and you dragging me back into talking about games that shouldn't even be spoken about in the presence of greatness. Jeez, man, we got 24 minutes. Let's get the topic back on to Horizon Zero Dawn, because 100%. You tell me, right? You tell me that you want the people that made that game and the Avengers to tackle Guardians of the Galaxy. No. Give it to Insomniac. Let them make a Guardians of the Galaxy game. Give it to anyone. Give it to, I don't even care. Give it to anyone but Square Enix. Please, man, it's gonna be terrible. I don't care. I don't care. It's gonna be Guardians of the Galaxy should be fun. It should be great. It should be a lot of fun and maybe even co-op. But you know what? They're gonna give it to Square Enix, right? And it's gonna be as bad as Avengers. We're gonna be fighting faceless aliens for no reason. It's gonna be horrible, man. Like, let's not do it, man. Give it to a company with a bit of fun in their bones, you know? Like, you know what? Give it to Quantic Dream. Let me play a scenario-based game with a Marvel property. How about something like that? Let Telltale do it. They already did it. Let them do it again. So there we go. Bloody Square Enix, man. No. I need some water. And don't even get me started on the Uncharted movie, I swear. Here we go. Aerial mobility would be terrible for Horizon. Why would you want to fly over all of the beautiful scenery? No, I think, like, in certain areas. I think it would be cool. I think because, like, look at the scale. Sometimes you don't want to climb the mountain completely. You just want to, like, maybe gliding would be a good way of doing it. Because gliding is sort of, I know it's a little bit played out. Is that new? I know gliding's a bit played out for open worlds. They like to really do it ever since, like, Zelda. But I think it's a good one because it's like, well, I just climbed up that really high thing. I don't particularly want to jump down and risk damage. I would like to fly through, like fly back down. And I think gliding sort of negates that being able to skip everything, but it allows you to do some things that you wouldn't necessarily be able to do. So I think maybe that's a good sort of middle ground, you know, because I like photo mode, as you know. I like photo mode. I'm not gonna lie, I love photo mode. Think about some of the photos you could get if you were gliding and then you take Aloy out. Let's talk about one thing, yeah? Horizon was one of the first games I played that had maybe my favorite photo mode. I don't think there's much other games that have such a good photo mode. I love the fact that you can change Aloy to do little things like that and like do the poses like and all of that stuff. For those that watch the stream, you will know that when I killed a big beast, there was nothing I liked to do more than get on top of that big beast and do a victory pose for the photo. I love doing that kind of stuff, and it really allowed you to do some really cool things. You know? So yeah, look, just throwing it in there. Naughty Dog should do a Marvel game. Yes, they should. Naughty Dog should make a Punisher game. It's as simple as that. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, okay? Give him Punisher. Let him make a Punisher game. It would be incredible. That would be great, you know? And then and then let Santa Monica Studios do something like an Avengers game, because that fight that you do with Kratos at the start against Baldur is probably one of the greatest superhero fights that isn't a superhero fight ever. It's a fight amongst gods. That is the level of combat you need to bring to a Marvel property, okay? Fuck it, let Santa Monica Studios do a Superman game. I think they'd somehow do it. You know, I think they'd somehow do it. Yes, and you guys are completely right. Completely right. That the Ghost of Tsushima's photo mode was also incredible. Again, because it had some similar things that Horizon Zero Dawn had. You know, it had some very similar things to Horizon Zero Dawn's overall thing. And like I like the fact that you can change the facial pose. Things like that are really awesome. The one thing I was sad that you didn't have with Ghost was an ability to go through different poses, because I think if you could go through the, yeah, you can do the stances and then take the pose, but I think it would have been awesome if you could have actually done all of the fight poses from like pressing right on the D-pad or whatever, right on the, you know, I think that would have been very, very awesome overall. What I'm really liking about looking at some of this Horizon footage right here, and I know it doesn't seem like I've been looking at it, but I've also got it on this screen when I look at chat, so it's here as well, is the fact that we looked at the Unreal demo earlier in that reacts, and if you actually look at this scenery, it doesn't look too far away, you know, it doesn't look too far away from some of the stuff we were seeing in the Unreal 5 engine, which is very, very impressive to me, you know. I think it's very, very impressive if you actually look at it. So can we get hype for Gotham Knights? Look, man, I'm pretty hyped for Gotham Knights. I won't lie to you. I don't know how good it's going to be, but I am a massive fan of Red Hood. I think he's an awesome character. I think he doesn't get enough, like, I don't think he gets enough hype as a character in general. Jason Todd, awesome story arcs. I like when the Bat family doesn't have Batman as the main focus, because there's some really cool characters and stuff. Do I think the game itself's going to be good? I'm not sold. I'm not sold at all. But I'm hoping, because it uses some of my favorite characters from the Bat family. So hopefully it will be good, you know? I really do hope it will be good. Red Hood is just a really interesting character. If you've read like Red Hood and the Outlaws and things like that, I really enjoy him, man. Nightwing. Don't get me twisted. Nightwing's one of my favorites, but he's a goody two shoes, you know. Like Red Hood, you empathize with Red Hood a lot of the time, because you know Red Hood's the guy that doesn't want to turn up to the dinner table because he's done some bad stuff and he don't want the family to look at him in a certain way, you know. And that's why I think I empathize massively with Red Hood as a character. But yeah, no, let's not talk about other games. This is why I'm going to introduce a stream once a week where we talk about general news and general things. Tonight the focus is about Horizon Forbidden West. That is why we're here. That's why we're all excited. This is what it's about, man. Like, look at this beautiful scenery that we've got in front of us. Path Gaming, how you doing? Cotton Candy and Andrew Short Reacts, how you doing? What a name. Caesar, good to see you, my friend. Ishmael, good to see you as well. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Odd Zombie, let's go. Red Hood is the shit. Yeah, Red Hood's awesome. But you know who else is awesome? Aloy. Do you know who else is great? Anyone hear that giant metal noise? Yeah, there's some freaky noises kicking in. You're right, Susan, there are some freaky noises kicking in. I love this sea snake thing. What is this, man? What are you? I don't think I want to fight one of those. I'll be interested to know how the combat underwater goes. Stafford, Jude, how you doing? I'll be very interested to know how the fighting underwater goes. That's going to be incredible. When you think about it, a lot of the stuff in this world is sort of electronic, fire-based. Like, a lot of your weapons rely on elements in a way. How are you going to change that up and adapt it underwater? That's a very good point to think about. Think they'll announce a 60 FPS update for Horizon. I hope that we get something, because I think it's the natural progression. As I said, it would be cool if they did it around the time. Like, if I'm looking at it from, everyone's saying Loch Ness Monster. If I'm looking at it from a good perspective, like, how would I do it? Like, if I was rolling this out, I'd do this like sort of like World of Warcraft style, right? You know, before the World of Warcraft update comes out, like, you know, say they do the next expansion, or at the moment, like, the Burning Crusade's about to come out. What happens before that is you get a patch, yeah? A few weeks, maybe a month or two ahead of time, you get a patch, right? And that patch gets you in the mood to play the next part of the game, in a way. If they would do that, then I think it would be awesome for them to do the 60 FPS patch, so everyone that hasn't played it can really get into it just ahead of time, and then we go straight into the new release. Dunastar even, thank you so much. You think Aloy will be able to ride a Thunderjaw? I would like to think so. I think it might be a bit OP, but I think it would be cool. And I think there's ways that you can sort of work things in like that, which would be doable. You know, I think there's ways that you can do it that would be doable. Like, it's not a mount that you can use for the entirety of the game, but it's a mount that you can ride for a certain mission or requirement, you know? That's the way that you can introduce some things like that. I think it would be awesome. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you for your question. I appreciate you very, very much. We got Paris in the chat. How's it going? Ak in the chat. How you doing? I'm doing good, man. As you can tell, my blood is pumping. I'm really excited. I'm trying to get all of my talking out now, so when we get into the gameplay footage, I can actually be silent, because I know you guys will want to hear everything. Think you'll be able to ride Aloy? Not without some mods, we won't. Charles, hi, I love your videos. I watch them all the way over here in Jamestown, North Dakota, USA. Thank you, Charles, man. Thank you very, very much. I hope you're having a good day. I love the fact that it's such a like global connection in the Famalam and in the chat. Like, there's people from all over the world, and it's really awesome that we get to connect with these situations and just talk about the love of gaming. The thing that I'm most happy about, look, I know I went on a rant overall about Tomb Raider for maybe a good 10 minutes and trashed it to the high heavens or lower hells, whichever one you want to go with. Overall, this community really does seem to enjoy gaming. We love gaming. We're not here for the console wars. We're not here to just argue. We're just here to have a good time and express our opinions and get excited together, which is a very, very powerful and positive thing. It's something that we don't get in a lot of communities online. Like, let's be real, there's a lot of times where you don't get that. You get a lot of people arguing, you get a lot of people having a bad experience with gaming because they're too ready to just get online and trash each other. But what we don't have here is that. What we have is a community that actually really enjoys gaming and gets so excited, and that's what has been my overall experience for doing this for, yes, a year now. And I am so thankful that we've been able to curate that, because it's not just on me, it's on the mods, it's on all of the people that are in the chat every day, that welcome in the new people, that know how to not mug people off when they speak to them, not treat them in a way that alienates them, but actually brings them in to the community. So I'm very, very thankful that we've managed to reach that. I'm going to do the tweet on my Twitter. If you ever want to follow me on Twitter and continue conversations, it's at Bamalam. I'm sure some of you will be aware. Yes, I am slowly uploading more rap content and stuff onto the channel. I want to do more video game raps and in general a lot more rap stuff because I rap a lot. But if you have me on any of my other socials, you'll be aware that I upload things fairly a lot of the time. So if you want to catch any of that stuff, do follow me. Mainly on my Instagram, which is instagram.com/Bamalam. Live now. Come chat, baby. Come chat. We got 11 minutes before we get into this, but I'm really having a good time. We got Croatia in the chat. Rumor has it you love the Tomb Raider reboot. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Wow, while I was putting that in, everyone was talking about where they come. We got Colorado in the chat. Let's go, Brett. We got Portugal in the chat. Hey, man, how's it going? Obrigado. That's not hello, but, you know, it's the only thing I know, and it's because Lucio says it in... Lucio says it in Overwatch. We need a Dead Island 2. They said it was going to happen when PS4 came out, and so I have hope. Like, don't have hope at this point. You never know, man. Look, we live in a world where they love bringing old stuff back because it's the nostalgia hit, you know? So, we'll see. New tool necks, I would like to have a tool neck pet. They're so big. How could you have one as a pet? East Texas. Texas is one of the few places I've been in America. It's also one of my favorite places in the world. I love Texas. Shout out to Austin. What an incredible city. I love Austin. Austin's like a university state, right? Not state, but city. And it's just got this vibe to it. It's like youthful and keep Austin weird is the slogan and stuff. And I really, really like it. And I will be looking to come back out there in future. I'm actually speaking to someone that I made friends with out there who's like filming a lot of content. And he was talking about how can I fly you out here to MC, and I'm like, bro, I don't have tracks to perform because he's doing podcasts and all of this stuff and live events and stuff. But I'm like, I'll write an album just to come back for a flight to like I'll take a flight to Austin and write the tracks on the plane. You know what I'm saying? And it's long enough. I'll freestyle if need be. Get me back out there. Make Thunderjaw really low HP against other dinos so he dies if you make small mistake. Oh right, like if you were riding him, that could work, but then it would also take it would be unfair in a weird way. We got California loving in the chat. How's it going? Leicestershire, the Midlands, Leicester's one of my favorite places as well, because like one of my favorite people in the world is in Leicester. I know she's not watching, so fuck you. We got USA people in the chat. We got the Netherlands. Another place I really enjoy. I enjoyed it more when I was smoking. I'm not going to lie to you, but I wouldn't mind going back to the Netherlands. I'd just live off edibles if I could, you know. Bournemouth, I love Bournemouth. Bournemouth's great. I love Bournemouth, Weymouth. I was talking about Dorset the other day. It's one of my favourite places. I spent a lot of my holidays at Durdle Door Caravan Resort as a child, so I got to see all the surrounding area. I've got family in Dorchester and places like that as well. I really do like that coastal area. It's very, 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 very nice. I'm hoping they might introduce an online multiplayer with this game. It would be good to help out a friend. I think a lot of games need that co-op element. I think it would be awesome. Croatia, Nottingham again, Midlands. I love the Midlands. Manchester, gotta love Manny as well. All naming places that I have an affinity with and actually like. There's very few places that I don't actually like. Good timeout on that as well. Blocking that message, I appreciate it, Callie. We got San Jose in California. Let's go. If you say Nightbot 3 times, he'll appear. You should platinum Ratchet and Clank. Obrigado is thank you. There we go. Timo, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Buenos Aires, I'm seeing in here. New Zealand as well. So much awesome places. Brighton here. I love Brighton. One of my best friends lives in Brighton. I'm always down in Brighton when I can be. This is awesome, man. It's so good to see where everyone's from. London, baby. Let's go. Lancashire, let's go. Chicago. Awesome. Oh, so cool. So cool to see so many people. Welcome, one and all. I hope you're all having a great day. Jeffrey, man, you should have spent that on the game, Jeffrey. What are you doing, Jeffrey? Thank you so much, man. Look at that Transformer chair as well. What the hell? South Australia. Oh, everybody show Jeffrey some love right here. Bam did a series on being in Texas. If you're new, it's worth a watch. We'll do a watch of that. I'll watch that with everybody at some point. Switzerland, Germany, let's go. Denmark, Palestine, let's go. Free Palestine 100%. Scotland, one of my favourite places as well. I've never been there, but I love Scottish people. As you will know, Jed, one of my other favourite people in the world, is a Scotsman. And Max, if you're watching as well, obviously I love you as well. Scotland, aye man, fucking Scottish people, fuck it. Let me get into the accent. Let me do it. Serbia, how's it going? Greece, how's it going, man? I feel like we're in a bloody Eurovision Song Contest right here. Jeffrey, thank you so much again. Serbia, East Sussex, let's go, baby. I learned Scottish by watching Limmy videos, like, you know, Janice McCaffrey, where she's like, I hate it here. I lost 3 years of my life on a heroin project. I lost 3 years of my life. What is it? I lost 3 years of my life to heroin and another 5 years on a methadone project that's meant to get me off it. It's so good, so good. But yeah, I got kids. Ain't no time to play. I live vicariously through you these days. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. So sick to see so many people from all over the world. Yeah, this is like we're like a charity project right here. If we all link hands, I don't feel like I'm doing my Scottish accent proper. Why is it when it's on you can't do it, but when there's no one watching? From Scotland then, aye. Which part you for? From Scotland, aye. I didn't think you was from there, but I see it now, aye. Colombia, aye, in the chat, aye. Aussie, I can't do Aussie. The only thing I can do in Aussie, yeah, is because I'm a big fan of the Big Les show. It fucking talk like this, man. Fucking talk like this. You fucking, yeah. Oh no. You fucking have some pokes, have some smokes. It's not very good. You alright, mate? Yeah, no, mate. Oh, yeah, regular. Everything's going alright, mate. Yeah, no, yeah, fucking. Haj as well. Thank you so much, Haj. Haj, I haven't seen your name in the chat in ages as well, so it's good to see you. Hello to Toronto. I love Canada. There's not much places in the world that I don't love at this point in time. Like, I love them all. Like Toronto again. Jess, my friend up in Toronto, Megan, we were talking about them when they came over on the other stream. And beyond today, when I was talking about that guy that slapped Megan's ass and we stole his jacket and stuff, like, and there's loads of Canadians I love. Rest in peace, Bender, one of the greatest battle rappers to ever do it, man. I'm so thankful that I got to actually spend the stage with you. We performed in front of 1,000 people and you absolutely smoked my boots. Brett Williams as well, thank you so much. Not even close. My Aussie accent isn't good. My Scottish accent's alright, but my Aussie accent is terrible, Matt. Terrible, Matt. So I can't do it. Ragnar Lothbrok. Yes, he is easy. He speaks like this. One day I will be drinking ale from curved horns with the Aesir in Valhalla. Thank you very much. Thank you for the donations. Or like you can speak like PewDiePie. Big PP energy, my friend. Yes. If Marcia watches this video, I'm going to get in trouble. Thank you so much, Dan, as well. Let's keep those donos going, says Dan. Thank you so much. I thank you. Someone says, can you do Arnold Schwarzenegger? Get out. My favorite thing is where Arnie goes like, it's in Total Recall, where the chick grabs his junk and she's like, what have you been feeding this thing? And he goes, blondes. So good. You love Norway? Of course, I love all of my Viking friends. Man, Skull too, Sully. People just gonna throw. Milan, how you doing? Bendover, how you doing? Corby, how you doing? Do Sully. Victor goddamn Sullivan. I can't do it. We got 2 minutes to go. Is there any other impersonations I can do? Did someone say Irish as well? Get to the chopper. Do Ufred. Destiny is all. I am Ufred, son of Ufred. He speaks like he has peanut butter in his mouth. I don't know what that's about. Pretty accurate, honey. Quickly, get out. Stop shouting. Stop it. Talk to the hand. I love how he says that in Terminator for no reason. We got just under 2 minutes to go. Let's go. Conor McGregor. I can't do Conor McGregor. Can I do Irish? I think I can only do Irish if I do something really bad, which is go ho-tititi, ha-titi. Hi, you like Ireland? Ireland. I can't do Ireland. I tried my best. All I can do is go ho-tititi, ha-tititi. I see you in Ireland. I think no, actually you can, because you say don't think about it in Irish, because they say I thought that I saw the thing the other day. Right. This is like how my mate Stu talks. He talks like this in a very thick accent. like that. That's the closest I can do to an Irish accent. So pretty much that's it. And that's just from me impersonating him sitting across the table in my head. Not very good, so I apologize. Sylvester Stallone, they drew first blood, not me. They drew first blood, not me. It's Adrian. Do John Wick. That's my John Wick impersonation. The horrendous Dutch accent. Do Gordon Ramsay. Do Arthur Morgan. Do Yoda. Everyone is just throwing. We got 55 seconds. I'll do some more terrible impressions at the end. I actually want to learn how to do accents. I asked my friend that codes if they can make me a random generator, and I press it at the start of the week, and I have to learn to do that accent. I don't know if anybody watches Shay something on TikTok, but he's like, scenario, I walk into your house, you're sitting there, I'm watching you, you don't know that I'm there, I slide around, I make a move, you don't realize it, I suddenly take down your pants and start sucking your dick, now you're confused, you don't know how to retaliate, it's at that point, I take the wallet out of the back of your trousers, and I'm gone. Sure, I have to suck a little bit of dick, but at the end of the day, your money's now mine. Follow me, you fucking idiots. I don't know if anybody's watched him, but that's pretty much how he talks. He does scenarios all the time. I love him. Let's go! Vamos! Also, Horizon has one of the best soundtracks in the world. Aloy's theme is in the top 10. I swear to God, it's one of the greatest themes in gaming. I'm not even guessing. I'm not even guessing. It's got that Halo type chant to it, but it's smoother. You ready? You ready?
Hi everyone, my name is Matthijs de Jonge. I'm the game director on Horizon Forbidden West. Last year we revealed our ambitious new project.
He's
Since
CGI!
then, the team has continued to make great progress on the development of the game.
He's CGI!
We are very excited and honored to give you an update in this state of play. And in the countdown video leading up to this moment, you have already seen glimpses of the Forbidden West. But now we have something truly special for you. Almost 14 minutes of gameplay captured on PlayStation 5. And you don't have to wait any minutes of gameplay captured on PlayStation 5. And you don't have to wait any longer. Let's get right to it.
I fucking want to punch it at the air. I'm hyped, bro. I don't even know why. I'm so hyped. Are we not playing as Aloy for the whole game?
Easy, easy. It's okay. You're safe now. Here.
It was just a nice first-person perspective.
Wait, what happened? Where's Erend?
Ambush. Ruins are crawling with raiders. They hit our camp hard. We ran and they chased us down. Aaron was away from camp. Scouting. I bet he's still out there.
What was left?
Raiders got machines on their side. Claw striders. You should go after Aaron. If they find him before you do, who knows what they'll do to him.
No, you're injured. I have to...
Don't worry about me. I'll make my own way out. Get going.
Okay.
Their facial animations have improved. The cutscenes have improved. It's all getting better. She looks beautiful. Here we go. Here we go.
What are raiders doing in these ruins? I hope Erend is okay.
It's lush. It's so lush. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the way her hair moves. Look at all of the fur and everything on her body and how it moves.
Uh-oh.
New beasts. They're raptors. They're raptors. Look at them. Chainsaw jawed raptors. Oh my god. And you can ride them.
Raiders. Riding machines. This is not good. Better be careful. There might be more. Yep, another one.
There's its weak points.
I need to get clear.
Smoke bomb, baby!
That was close. I can't shake him. Up we go. Maybe I can lose him in here. Won't give up. The way out is down.
That water. I'm just gonna move that so you can see everything.
Better go under.
The future is here.
Oh, don't mind me. Current's strong here.
Look at how her hair moves. I'm so in love with it. Oh
friends,
my
okay?
god. Oh no!
Not just the ones you slaughtered. But when they come looking for me, there's gonna be trouble.
Oh my. Oh my.
You guys wouldn't be laughing if I had my hammer.
Enough. Get moving.
I'm gonna take that thing out like Legolas does in Lord of the Rings. I'm gonna take it down same way. I'm gonna slide down its trunk and everything.
I gotta help Erend and deal with that tremor tusk.
Tremor tusk, did she say?
Now we have two gifts for Regala. A tremor tusk and a loudmouth oseram.
Tremor tusk. The scenery's
Loot the camp.
fucking
Make it look
beautiful.
like bandits were here. Then we'll head for the old bridge and meet up with the others.
Will do.
We're gonna see some human combat by the looks of things. This is what I really need to see.
Raiders made short work of it.
Filthy oseram.
It still only counts as one. Looking better. Looking better. Looking a lot better. Smooth.
Take you out.
Oh shit, get out! Don't touch her!
You think you can hurt me?
Yeah, I do.
No! Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? That was
Raiders
sick!
said they were heading for the old bridge.
That was
Maybe I
sick!
can cut them off. Better get to higher ground. Find a way.
New traversal. We said we wanted new ways to move around the map. There it is. We got that little hook thing. We got new mounts. We got underwater. We got overwater.
I think I know.
We got better combat. We got the glider. We got the fucking glider. What did I say, boys? What did I say?
I gotta be careful.
She's gonna tame it and gonna ride it.
That should do it.
Yes!
Help's on the way, Errant.
Aloy?
Aloy! Watch out! They have a...
Aaron, stay put. I'll handle this.
I have her!
We're gonna fight it from the mount.
Got ya.
Man down!
Fire cannon.
Oh!
Gotta keep moving.
Bring us around! Taking course!
We got a spear. We got a spear now. It's a. Oh my!
That must have hurt.
Does anyone watch Attack on Titan with the thunder sticks? That's exactly the same thing.
I have to stay ahead of it. Gotta slow you down.
Nuke.
Fire that thing. Hold on.
Oh, here he comes.
I'm in shock.
Time to hit back.
We're under fire.
Please tell me she can climb it. Please tell me she can climb it.
Oh, didn't like that, did you?
Time to finish this.
You bet. I owe you another one.
Come on.
But this time, I have a present for you. I found it, Aloy. Huh? What'd you send me for? Right before the raiders got me.
You did good. Now, let's see where this thing will take us.
You always said a storm was coming.
Yeah. And it's almost here.
So there you have it, the first gameplay footage from Horizon Forbidden West running on PlayStation 5. We hope you are as excited about it as we are.
Of course we are!
While we have you here, we would like to spotlight some of the new elements you have just seen in our gameplay capture. And to help with that, please welcome Ben McCaw, Narrative Director on Horizon Forbidden West.
Thanks, Matthijs, and hello to all our viewers.
Hey, CGI!
Horizon Forbidden West is set 1,000 years in Earth's future after a global catastrophe. People live on in primitive tribes, but they're no longer the dominant species. Giant, animal-like machines now roam the land, and they're extremely dangerous. The machines aren't the only threat in the Forbidden West. A strange red blight is spreading across the land, and it won't be long before it strangles all life. Aloy, our hero, is the only one who can stop the blight. But to do that, she and her companions will have to comb through the ruins of the old world to find the technology they need. In this quest, Aloy has sent her loyal friend Erend into the remains of San Francisco to find a crucial piece of technology. Erend encounters raiders from a rebel faction of the Tenakth tribe. They are vicious fighters, but even worse, they've acquired the power to override machines.
Yeah?
To rescue Erend, Aloy winds up fighting them. But first, she must cross the ruins to reach their camp.
Oh, that wasn't a fight. That was a
We
slaughter
face a
on
lot
her
of
behalf.
obstacles as we traverse the ruins of San Francisco. To overcome them, we've given Aloy some great new tools. Using the focus scanner, you can highlight spots that allow free climbing anywhere in the open world. The pullcaster speeds up climbing and can get you quickly out of trouble. The shield wing allows you to safely descend from great heights or surprise enemies from above. With the diving mask, you can stay submerged as long as you like. And take your time to plan a path around amphibious machines or boost through strong underwater currents. And to speed up overland travel, a variety of machines can be overridden and used as mounts or in combat. Combat in Horizon Forbidden West puts a strong emphasis on tactics and player choice. For close-range combat, the spear is an excellent option.
Yeah?
There's a range of combos that have different uses and effects. Valor Surges add a unique set of special abilities, one of which can be used to knock back nearby enemies. The spear can be charged to create a high damage effect that can take down even the stronger enemies.
That was so sick.
A wide array of different weapons is quickly accessible via the weapon wheel. A slingshot with adhesive grenades to temporarily stall machines. Bows with arrows that can strip armor and expose weak spots. A powerful launcher that fires spikes that explode on impact.
That's from
Smoke
Attack
bombs
on
that
Titan,
temporarily
man.
blind enemies. Or you can pick up weapons shot off from machines. The full game has many more unique weapons.
Do you see how that was actually in the sand, not just hovering over the floor? It was part of the scenery. It fell into the sand,
The player
and you
will need
picked
to
it
be
up from the
smart
way
and
it fell
creative
into it.
and use all of the combat options we have shown to deal with a large variety of deadly machines. Sunwings in the sky, claw striders and tremor tusks on land, stepmaws in the water, even the seemingly harmless burrowers that you saw briefly swim by. They are all dangerous, and even more so when overridden by human rebels.
We've only scratched the surface of the rebel threat, as Aloy will fight them in many forms throughout the game. And to defeat them, she must explore the open world to uncover the secret behind their power, and how that secret is related to her quest to stop the Blight.
There's the bridge.
This is just one of the mysteries she will unravel as her journey through the Forbidden West takes many twists and turns.
It's time to wrap it up. We will have more updates closer to launch, and everyone here at
Which
Guerrilla
is when?
can't wait for
Which
you
is
to
when?
experience the full game. Thank you for watching.
When's the launch? You can't do us like this. Oh, come on, man. Come on.
PlayStation.
Are you kidding me? Just. Ali, welcome to the chat. Eric, welcome to the chat. G1, welcome to the chat. Bilal, welcome to the chat. Paul, welcome to the chat. MA Games for you, welcome to the chat. Cornpop, welcome to the chat. How 9000, welcome to the chat. What did we just witness, man? What did we just? There was. I'm gonna put it as simply as this, right? The best way to describe what we just saw was Horizon Zero Dawn moving into Horizon Forbidden West now has the quality that I have come to expect from only one studio in the world. Naughty Dog themselves, right? The scenery, the combat, the array of the way that every animation comboed into each other, the facial acting, everything we saw there is up there with the most premium level of game delivery that we currently know to date. And maybe Insomniac, but I'd say those two studios for a while now have been making stuff on PS4 that looked like it should have been out on a PS5 anyway. But we legitimately just watched something that looks like it's made by one of the best studios in the world. We have seen something go legitimately from being pretty damn good on the PS4 to completely groundbreaking on the PS5. Like, and we have 1,000 viewers. What the fuck just happened? What the hell just happened? What literally, that's the nut. YouTube's just broken. You're lying. What the fuck? What just happened? No way. What? That's a new world record, everybody. Even 900 is a new world record. What is going on? What just happened? My mind's doubly blown. Everything we just saw there. Should we go back in and watch some of it in slow motion and stuff? Should we have another look at some of it? Because there was so much to break down in that. The combat. Everything we said in chat that we wanted to see beforehand. We said we wanted to see new ways to traverse the area. We got a bunch of those. We said we wanted to see an improvement on the combat. We got that as well. We said we wanted to see new mounts. We got that as well. There was so much going on that we wanted. I said we'd get a glider. We got a goddamn glider. I can't believe. What are you guys all doing here? Hello. Welcome. Sorry, you've caught me at one of the craziest moments. Sony raided my channel. What is going on? Breathe. Hello. Rewatch it. We're going back in. Let me pull it up. Let me get it here. I'm gonna get it. I hope they put this footage up in 4K straight away as well. But okay, here we go. Right. Oh my God, we're going back in. That one weapon.
Oh, no. Easy.
Can we run this in like
okay.
Can we make it even slower?
You're safe now.
I'll do it at certain points.
Right here.
But some of the weapons in there. The 4K trailer is up. Should we watch that? The 4K trailer's up. We're watching it. Sorry, boys. Sorry, everybody. I've never had to deal with this much people being in a chat. I'm sorry. Here we go. Okay, we got the 4K. We got the 4K, baby. Oh my God. Take a deep breath. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I don't usually say that stuff, but I've never been overwhelmed to this level of degree. Thank you all for stopping by and saying hi. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're as excited as we are over here. I thought it was gonna be good. I didn't think it was gonna be so good. I didn't think it was gonna be so damn good.
Hi everyone, my name is Matthijs de Jonge.
This guy's
I'm the game
100%
director on
CGI
Horizon
as well.
Forbidden West.
He's 100%
Last
CGI.
year we revealed our ambitious new project, and since then the team.
I'm skipping it. We're getting right in here, man. I want to see this in 4K goodness. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I can't believe at the start I was like, are we playing as someone other than Aloy?
Easy, easy. It's okay. You're safe now. Here.
The fur, if you look at the beard, if you look at the little like straw coming off of her armor and her hair, even when it's in game,
Ruins are crawling with raiders.
so good.
They hit our camp hard. We ran and they chased us down.
I can't believe they done such a good job. Like, I can't believe they done such a good job with updating their cutscene and facial animation. I can't believe it. Like, I honestly can't believe how much of a good job they've done with it.
Claw Striders.
Because it looked a little janky in the last game, but now...
You should go after Aaron. If they find him before you do, who knows what they'll do to him.
My favorite part...
No, you're injured. I have to...
...was the reveal of the raptor. Because,
I'm on my
look,
own way out.
we all loved Jurassic Park growing up, and if you didn't, I don't know what's wrong with you. But the tension that you feel anytime you see a raptor on screen because of Jurassic Park, that's what I felt the second I saw the raptor type beast in here. Because I was like, yo, you know instantly they're danger. Never once do you see a raptor and you go, you know what, I'm gonna try stroking. That never happens. The scenery as well, like the grass on the tree and the moss on the sides of the wood looks as good as my hair. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And this is what I was saying about that feel about Naughty Dog. Like, this looks like Uncharted 4 if it was on the PS5. Like that's the quality. That's the quality that it's got. Like, and that's why I was so blown away. I knew it was gonna look good, but I didn't think it was gonna look this good. And seeing it in 4K, this is... Come on, man. How can you not be blown away by that right now? That thing has a chainsaw for a jaw. He will rip you to shreds. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying, man. This looks so much better in 4K. What the hell?
Raiders. Riding machines. This is not good.
It looks even more vibrant as well. It looks so much better.
Better be careful.
Thank you anyone that's subbing. I thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to anyone that's watching right now. I massively appreciate you.
Yep, another one.
I love how combat feels closer as well in this. There's a few moments where she was really close, but she still managed to evade.
That was close.
And again, as I'm saying, if you look at all of the fabric on her, the way that it moves with her strides is crazy. Is crazy.
Up we go.
I love that we got the little lens flares as well coming across on screen. The light as it shines in through the wreckage. Right there, you can see it perfectly. Perfect lens flare. And then that hook, man.
Layout is down.
Hey, come on. Come on, they done an incredible job with this. The water. Woohoo! To think they've come so far since the last game is just such an impressive output. Such a dedication from a studio to, like, they must have known what they wanted to reach, but they couldn't do it on the PS4 and they were still learning so much. But now it's all come together in a beautiful display. Like in an absolutely beautiful display. It looks
don't mind me.
So colorful. So cool. So cool. How does Aloy smell? Like heaven itself, man. Aloy. Heaven itself. I love the schools of fish, even that in itself. Just a beautiful build of the atmosphere. It's gonna look so good. It's absolutely gonna look so good. There's so much happening. The thing is, there's so much happening in every single shot. Like when you look around, you've got the waterfall, you've got the trees, the way they sway. You've got all of these beautiful little details, like the shells on the sides of the rocks.
When they come looking for me, there's gonna be.
I love that he's just talking shit as well. Like, let's go, boy. He's like, yeah, he's like, I'm getting out of this. I just want you guys to know I'm getting out of this. This in 4K is so much better.
You guys wouldn't be laughing if I had my hammer.
Even the water on his face looks really impressive as well. Again, though, you see that tribesman's hair? I know I always say things like that, like look at the hair, but this is the kind of stuff that emulates real life, and that's what you got to be looking out for. Because it's things like that that really make you Sheamus from WWE. But it's things like that that really bring it together, like the way that the leaves sway as they fall, all of the environment reacting to nature itself pulls it all together, and that's what's so impressive about this.
Loot the camp. Make it look like bandits were here. Then we'll head for the old bridge and meet up with the others.
This part as well is honestly.
Yeah, got it.
This must be Aaron's camp.
Look at the old like cable car as well in the water there.
Filthy Osram.
If you're in the chat right now, give it a hello, man. I can't believe it. If you're a new name, let me give you a shout out, please. This is where I pretty much lost my shit when we watched it as well. Love that she just shot him in the heart.
Take you out.
Get your hands off her, man. Don't you dare do that to her.
You think you can hurt me?
Famous last words right there.
Yeah, I do.
Come on, man! Wrecked him! Absolutely wrecked him.
Back to the hunt.
He ain't getting up from that. He's all like, you think you can hurt me? Fuck yeah, she's gonna destroy you, bro. Lee, how's it going? Pluto, how's it going?
Maybe I can cut them off.
Welcome to the chat. Welcome. Dan, how's it going? Love your enthusiasm. You should have seen me before this stream started when we was just getting ready. Whew. But thank you, I appreciate it. It's nice to be excited about games, you know? It's actually nice to be genuinely happy about gaming. It's been a while. It's been a while. Who does he think he is, being so close to Queen Aloy? Queen Bayloy, this is what I'm saying. Don't ever touch my Bayloy.
There's the bridge.
The Golden Gate Bridge. Magneto fucked that bridge up, bro.
I think I know a way to get there fast.
I almost cried due to epicness. Me too. There was a moment where I was like this. And I was like, you can't cry on stream again. You can't cry on stream again.
I gotta be careful.
I love that it goes back to the basics as well. The things that we learnt in the original game still apply. They just build on it all. And you telling me
that should do it.
I can tame a raptor? Like, come on, man. And you hear one thing that we haven't spoken about is not only is the soundtrack great, but the Foley. is awesome as well. You can hear his little footsteps in the water. You can hear his little footsteps overall. And I'm hoping we can feel that in the controller. I think they're gonna do some really good stuff with this beautiful controller. I think we're gonna feel it when we're playing it, which is gonna be awesome.
Aloy, watch out!
I love that Mohawks have survived the apocalypse as well. It's like, that's a style that's never going out of fashion. This 4K, it looks so much better in 4K.
I'll handle this.
I have her!
No, you don't.
Got ya.
No, you don't. And the cannons on the side? Dangerous, man.
Gotta keep moving.
Dangerous. As I said, that little homage to Attack on Titan right there. That homage to Attack on Titan is so cool. I know it's not probably a homage, but they got him in Attack on Titan, so I'm calling it.
I have to stay ahead of it.
Brendan in the chat, how's it going?
Gotta slow you down.
New ways to slow down our enemies is also really, really, like, I'm thankful for that. And you hear the little hit of Aloy's theme in this remix, but it's not there completely.
Oh, here he comes.
It's so intense.
Time to hit back.
Those hits as well, man. Thunder spears, exactly. And again, the sound of that wood falling off of it and smashing to the ground is so well done. Crazy. BBZ Games, how you doing, man? The lens flare. The flare of style in her gliding. The destructible environment. I don't know how she got out of that, but it's so cool. The perfect jump over the electricity.
Time to finish this.
Juicy, man.
Aloy!
Big, beefy footage. They didn't hold anything back as well. They picked the perfect part of the game to demonstrate everything they needed to.
I owe you another one.
Come on.
I can't believe it.
But this time, I have a present for you. I found it, Aloy.
And again, like if you look at the metals on his outfit, it's so
Right
cool.
before the raiders got me.
You did good.
They look weathered, which is a really good effect.
Let's see where this thing will take us.
Battle roll, bam. Confirmed we got the battle roll. You know I'm happy about that. So, it's so good. So good.
You always said
Thank you anybody that's subscribing. I massively appreciate it. I hope you are enjoying this as much as I am. Thank you so much. For anyone that stayed around to watch this, thank you so much. To my community, the Famalam, for making people feel welcome as you always do. I always appreciate you. You always make new people feel welcome.
So there you have it. The first gameplay footage from Horizon Forbidden West running
so
on
much.
PlayStation 5.
He's
We hope you are as
CGI, I'm
excited
telling you,
about it
man.
as we are.
Look at him. He's not a real person. He's not a real person.
While we have you
See,
here,
how can
we
he
would
do
like to
that?
spotlight some of the new elements you have just seen in our gameplay capture. And
Right. Now I'm gonna give you guys the floor. We always do this. I'm gonna put it on mute and I'm gonna run it in the background, so you guys can still watch the goodness. But what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna stick that in a loop. I'm gonna put it on mute. I'm gonna put it behind me. We're gonna go back to the studio. We're back in the studio right now. I'm gonna take off the back banner, so you guys can watch that in the background like that. And I'm gonna let you guys have the floor. What was your favorite part of the trailer? What was your favorite part overall? As I said, for me, it was not just seeing the raptors, but like, I think it's because the second we saw the raptor, overall, that kind of was just a reassurance that we are going to get a whole bunch of new creatures in this game. I don't know if you can call them creatures, but I think that's the best way to describe it, and I think that was just a perfect visual representation. New threats, new animations, new combat, new things to look out for. So yeah, please let me know what you thought of the trailer. What was your favorite part? What are you looking forward to the most? Did it meet your expectations? Did it meet your expectations? There was so much cool things in there that we predicted. As a whole, there's a lot of things we predicted, and we got them all. And I think in that situation, overall, that's the best thing you want sometimes. You want all of your expectations to be met, and I think this went above and beyond completely. My favourite part was the parts that didn't have the dinosaurs, because I don't like dinosaurs. Well, luckily, mate, they're actually robots, so technically not dinosaurs at all, so pretty good. Aloy in 4D, yeah, well, in 4K, yeah, 100%. Just Matthias, good to have you in the chat. The guy presenting was called Matthias as well. The combat spear clip was epic. Yeah, that was a massive improvement, because, you know, as I said, I wasn't the best fan overall with the combat in the game, in the first game, when it came to fighting humans, but it looks like they took note of that themselves, and they made it really, really enjoyable in the way that they've delivered it. The fact that we've now got sort of like close-up animations and things is crazy. I think that's a really, really good job. My Fitbit just said I passed 10,000 steps, and considering I've been sitting here for the past 2 to 3 hours, probably from moving my hand like that, congrats, I've cheated it. I've cheated it, yes, 10,000 steps. That's how excited I've been watching this, that my heart rate must be through the roof. I'm currently on 100 BPM right now. My resting's like 80, so I'm definitely feeling good right now. So much information in just 15 minutes. Yeah, 100%. No release date was shown, unfortunately. My favorite part was when Aloy plunged underwater for the first time. Yeah, again, great. They showed us the underwater element, which is awesome. They actually managed to, like I said, they managed to display everything that you would want to see in 15 minutes, which is insane, to be honest. Absolutely insane. And this starting part just gives me slight Uncharted 4 piratey vibes, which I kind of like as well, but it just looks so clean. And then suddenly we get met with the raptors, which I think my favorite part is the fact that the raptors have the raptors have chainsaws in their mouth, which is scary. You know, congrats on the 10k steps. We did it. I think she probably has a hairy hoop. I don't know, man. I feel like you can probably get like razors and stuff in this world, but you might be right anyway. Water levels are bad. Why would I want to go in the water? I feel like you're just trolling, man. You don't like dinosaurs, you don't like robots, so you don't like that they're underwater. Why were you watching? What were you invested in? That's 10,000, not 1,000. Hey, yeah, hey, at least I did those steps. Aloy smells like metal. Aloy, you guys, she smells like flowers, okay? Just because they're in the future doesn't mean that they haven't got good hygiene. You know, underwater, yep, great. The gliding, yep, great. The hook as well, a very cool feature. It's going to be very, very handy in getting around. They didn't ruin the story by telling or showing too much. No, they didn't. They didn't, and that's a very important thing as well. And they did a very good job with that. Again, like I'm saying, just the perfect section of the game to show us, I think, and they nailed it. It had everything. It's like when they made this part, they were literally like, oh yeah, this is the part we'll show in the trailer, you know? This is the part where we're gonna do it. Like, once we do this, it will be great. So yeah, I'm really, really impressed with this. The UI, as Callie pointed out as well, looks beautiful. Like overall, like it looks great. Even though it's similar, there's some differences, as you can see just behind the chat box right here, which I'm just gonna close the chat box for a second so you can see it. But just back here, right? Just out here, you got the beautiful like little array of everything going on, which is awesome. So that's really, really cool. I really like that as well. They've really just optimized everything from the old game while adding in so much new beauty to it. It looks like a console seller. It does. I think this is what I was talking about with you guys previously. I wasn't mad when Horizon came to PC. I think it's the overall sort of perfect game for PC. I think it fits in with a PC title perfectly. I think they left it long enough that it should have been not a problem that it went over to PC. And I think because of that, we've probably got a lot more people that are on board, on board with the franchise because of that. So again, yeah, is it going to be a console seller? Well, yeah, it is. And it's also going to pull in people that were like, oh, I'll just get to play Horizon on my PC. And now suddenly going to be like, fuck, I actually need to go and get my hands on a PS5 to play this. I can't wait another 2 to 3 years or whatever it was before I can get my hands on this again. So yeah, I think it's a very smart move that they actually did put it out on PC. And I think we're going to see that in the reflection of sales around this game as well, hopefully. This is definitely going to be probably Game of the Year already. Like, this is fighting Ratchet and Clank for Game of the Year. And that's 2 games that we haven't even played yet, but just on the overall impression of what we're seeing is it's looking like a Game of the Year contender at the very least. At the very least. At the very best, it looks like a game that I'm probably going to cry over when I get to finally play, which is also awesome. So much cool elements thrown in here across the board. Eventually it will be on PC, yeah, but why would you want to wait? Why would you want to wait, when you could just get yourself a PS5 and also play... Like, I feel like PS5's at this place now where you're looking at it and it's like, you're like, oh, Ratchet and Clank looks pretty cool. I wouldn't mind playing Demon's Souls again. Oh, that Miles Morales game looked alright, Oh, Horizon Forbidden West looks incredible. Oh, it's in my basket? Oh, I'm buying a PS5 right now? Oh, there's other consoles and ways to play games just in my PC itself? What's become of me, man? What have you done to me, Sony? Congratulations, you've converted me into buying a PS5, Like, it's a very solid strategy and marketing campaign that they've done ever since it's come out, Honestly, when games look this good, do we really need it on PC? That's what I mean, exactly. And that's nothing against PC. I enjoy playing on my PC. I massively do. But there's something I love about using a controller. I'm sorry, but I do. I just really like having that feel in my hand of a controller, and the PS5 just delivers. The more I do it, it delivers. And this game looks so beautiful. Whimperistic in the chat. How's it going? Conrad in the chat. How you doing? Leafold is just on his own vibe. I respect it in a way, bro. Let your freak flag fly. That's hot. Freak flag fly. I agree with you. Let's be honest, right? If Aloy was real, I would arrange a Hunger Games type scenario where we'd all fight to the death just to be able to ask her out on a date, and that's it. That's it. I'm big simping in the chat right now, but I'll let it be known, man. Something about redheads. Something like it used to be gingers, blah blah blah, but a good redhead. Anyway, let's not talk about any more of that before we get too excited. But yes, overall, so many sand physics. Yeah, it looks great. Like I said, the thing that was awesome was the was the fact that the gun that dropped off was embedded in the sand itself. It wasn't like hovering or just sitting there. It had fallen off and landed head first, and that's how you found it, A lot of the times, if something drops on the floor, it's like that. In this case, it was wedged in to the sand. Awesome. It's details like that that overall really do bring together realism, immersiveness, whatever you want to call it. It's those things that really, really do bring it all together. And then we have the glider as well, which not only am I like, what's the science behind that glider? Like, you know, what is the science behind that glider? How does it work? How does it work? It's like a hologram, but you can drop in on it. And now that I think about it, they're 100% going to put that glider into Fortnite when this game comes out with an updated Aloy model for Fortnite itself. Because she's already in there. So they definitely were like, oh, we can make a little bit extra money. We'll release the Horizon Forbidden West Aloy package for Fortnite in future. Because trust me, Fortnite will still be going when this comes out. So smart there. They put a very smart. They put a glider in. Owen, welcome to the chat. How you doing, man? How you doing? Thank you, Angel, on the modding duties. Doing a great job, the mods, man. We had an influx of new people, and I think we're doing a good job to overall, you know, keep the vibe alive and stuff. Brandon, how you going? PS controllers suck. They die so fast. I went through 5 already. I gave up playing PS because of it. How are you charging your controller, bro? Because here's something that I was doing. Originally, I was using the front USB to charge my controllers, and it wasn't working correctly. Then when I plugged it into the back, because someone in the chat told me how to do it, my battery life on my controllers was vastly extended because it was the right USB slot to do. So yeah, that I don't know if that helps anybody, but it sure did help me, and I get a lot of time out of my controllers. They do sometimes die, but only after excessive, and I mean it, excessive game runs. Overall, I've not had a problem with them. And again, the Thunder Spear, like, Bam's an Aloy OnlyFans simp. Damn right, I'll fucking subscribe, man. I would. No shame at all. And legitimately, I think at this point in life, if I could, like, meet a girl that said, I do a Aloy cosplay, like, if I could meet a Aloy cosplayer, I'd marry her right now. I'd do it. We'd have a Horizon Forbidden wedding. We would. And you'd all be invited. It would be great. You'd all be there on my side in the Bamalam, in the Famalam section, and I'd make sure that everybody would have to get a free brown wig and fake Ray-Bans, and you'd all be sitting there, and we'd look like Habba Hotel. The pool's closed. That's what would happen. All right. That's it. Don't tempt me. I'll do it. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. It's happening. If I ever do a meet and greet, that is how we'd all have to meet and greet. It would legitimately be like that. Everybody would get a free brown afro and Ray-Bans, and we would just storm the streets of wherever we met. Just all of us. We'd probably find a pool. TGK, have a good night. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everybody, for joining in general. I can't believe this. I'm overwhelmed. I can't believe we hit a new world record today. I really, really do. Really, really do appreciate everybody that takes the time out to watch these things. As I said, the state of plays are always something special because it's like we have a chance to discuss and have fun, and there's no games per se. It's just a lot of fun, and we broke a new channel record today, and I literally can't believe it. Not only did this gameplay footage completely blow me away, but then on top of that, we've now made a whole bunch of new friends. The channel has broken its own world record, and legitimately, just thank you. At the end of the day, thank you. It's been so long since we've had such numbers in the chat, and I can't believe it. I can't believe it at all. And that's, if I didn't think that this watch through could get any more perfect, but just to have so much people come in and say hi, how's it going, is incredible. Honestly, thank you so much. I didn't think this was gonna happen. I'm getting emotional here. I'm getting emotional. Your stream was alright today, but I tuned in for Leafold. Next state of play better be God of War. Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I hope it is. I can't wait. And again, the thing about this is, it's like, with this being as good as it is, and as it has been, what do you think God of War is going to be like? Because God of War, in comparison, was like that game looked next gen. Let's be real. My PS4 Pro was going like, trying to run it and stuff, you know, because it was too much. It was godlike, and it couldn't handle it. But overall, like, Horizon didn't look like that. Horizon looked alright, but it didn't touch anywhere near what God of War was looking like and playing like, to be honest, right? So to see how far they've come with this game, it just makes me think, what are they going to do with God of War? Pedro in the chat, Salve BR, what does that mean? Save Brazil? I don't know, man. Big love to anyone in Brazil at the moment. I hope you're all doing okay out in Brazil. Obrigado for tuning in. Hey, I did it. It's going to be a masterpiece. I wish we had a donkey soundboard just to explain how good it's going to be. But yeah, in the words of the greatest YouTuber ever, Donkey, it will be a masterpiece. So yeah, I really can't believe. Of course he doesn't have pants on. Exactly. What a stupid question, man. Why would I wear trousers when I knew I was going to splooge all over them watching this? Think about it. That's just, you don't do that. You got to take precautions. So yeah, it's been crazy, to say the least. It's been above and beyond all of my expectations. Bam never has to wear pants, always just a shirt, and if I'm right, Bam don't stand up. Yeah, exactly, man. Don't worry. Don't worry. I know my dimensions. There's only this much being shown at any one time. So don't you worry about that, man. Don't worry about what's going on down here. Splooge, it's a funny word, isn't it? I was trying to think what's like a family, not family friendly, but what's a word I can say that's like not bad. I prefer gameplay and story on Horizon more than God of War. Yeah, I completely agree. I enjoyed the fact that you could attack. What I enjoyed about Horizon Zero Dawn is that there was so much variety to the way you could engage everything. But I just mean the way that God of War looked was truly next gen. Like, that game looks beautiful. Like it does. Like, Horizon Zero Dawn looked beautiful, but it looked current gen. God of War looked beautiful and looked like it should be coming out on the PS5 already, is kind of my point, you know? Whereas this doesn't look like it could even run on a PS4. It's so damn good, you know? So, Leafo, chill out, bro. Chill out. Turn off the stupid gameplay. Make yourself big. Like, what is this, man? If you don't know, I'll do it. How about that? I don't dance for no money, all right? Like, God of War was so well balanced. Looks, combat, and story. Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100%. These guys, you guys want me to fucking start stripping in here? You're gonna turn into like a little Nas X video and shit? What's going on, man? But I'm telling you, these men are CGI as well, by the way. Don't let them fool you. All game developers now are CGI. They're advanced algorithms. Did I watch the Sonic show? I dipped in and out of it. The thing that I'm most excited for about the Sonic show is not only are they bringing a game to PS4 and PS5, not only are they bringing over the actual, all of the like legacy games, whatever you want to call them, the retro type games to PlayStation as well, but also we're getting a Netflix series, you know? We're getting a Netflix series, which I'm really looking forward to, because Netflix are doing this good thing at the moment, right? So they've picked up Castlevania, and that was awesome. They're doing Dota, which seems pretty good. I watched a couple episodes of that, you know. And now they've got what? They've got the Resident Evil thing coming out on Netflix. They've got a whole bunch of like gaming stuff that's coming out on Netflix, and they're really carving a lane for themselves with these sort of like animated adaptations and just CGI adaptations and things like that. So I think it's really cool that Netflix are kind of investing in things like that. I'd rather see some things in like animated form than I would in like, there was rumors of Bloodborne being like a HBO show potentially, or they're talking about doing it. And I'd rather see a Bloodborne like anime stuff. Like, if the people that made Castlevania would pick up a Bloodborne series, I think that would be awesome, you know? I think that would be really, really cool to check out, you know? Pat in the chat, I haven't seen your name, so Pat in the chat's nice to say as well. Welcome. Lee, how's it going? You know? So yeah, I think it's cool that Sonic gave us so much, and I think it's awesome that there's just like expansions into the game universe. I'm not so on board with like live action movie stuff, but I am massively on board with telling other aspects of these stories in different spaces, you know? And I think series works well for certain things like that. So some good news on the Sonic front, you know? Overall, where Dan said something that I missed. Did Bam just confirm he'll strip for donos? Only Bams. Yeah, Bloodborne Castlevania style, do it. And then let the people that animated Blade of the Immortal, which if you haven't watched, go and watch Blade of the Immortal and go and watch Dororo on Amazon Prime or wherever you can find it in your country. Because if you combined those two animes, you've basically got Sekiro. In Dororo, you've got a dude who has prosthetic limbs, like blades coming out of his arms and stuff like that, right? Fighting demons. Sounds a lot like Sekiro, doesn't it? And then on the other side of things, you've got Blade of the Immortal, which is a great story about a samurai who can't die killing people. Sounds a lot like Sekiro as well, you know? So hopefully one day we get a Sekiro anime, because I think that's a sort of game that you could really do well with giving it an anime series. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I don't know how we got on talking about this, but I'm interested in a lot of the stuff that we could be getting in future, you know. But I will say this: Horizon Zero Dawn is the kind of IP that's so good, I wouldn't be mad if they did a live action series. Like if HBO were picking up Horizon, it would be crazy. And I think the best way to do it would be the first season would look a lot like the stuff that we learn about in Horizon Zero Dawn. Like we'd get a lot of how the world fell apart and all of that kind of element. And we'd follow, I can't remember her name now, but you know, the scientist or whatever she's called that Aloy is a clone of or some shit. I can't really remember. Is she a clone? Is she confirmed to be a clone? But I think that would be a great first series, and then for the second series you bring it up to the events of Horizon Zero Dawn. So that would be awesome. Karen Gilligan as Aloy would be awesome as well. That's a very, very strong call right there. Someone said, you know, was it Flag Smasher? You know, the redhead in Falcon Winter Soldier? The mixed race girl? Someone said she'd be a good Aloy. And I kind of see it. Not massively, but I kind of see it. Like, I kind of see it for some reason. I don't know why, but I kind of do. But yeah, just what a night! What a massive night! I want to thank everybody for being a part of this. You've all been great and wonderful, and Leafold, you've been mental. If I'm being honest, you've been absolutely mental. But you know what? I respect it. I respect your energy. You were chaos in a box. Which is never a good. You don't want to box chaos. If you put chaos in tight quarters, it never goes too well, you know. But I want to thank you all. If you've subscribed, massive thank you. Yeah, I think she lacks the charm as well. I agree with that, Callie. She's not very charismatic, but she could be cool. Just you know, because like Hollywood love doing things like that. Overall, but yeah. Thank you all so much. Honestly, thank you all. Mods, you've done an incredible job. None of us expected for this to blow up like it did, and you've managed to let people talk and have fun and all of that stuff. You've not been a real nightbot about any of it, so I really appreciate that. I hope you have all had as much fun as I have had doing this, because I've honestly had so much fun. This has been one of the greatest streams we've done in a while, just because honestly the footage was that damn good. It was that damn good. Brett, thank you so much for the glass. Everybody that's donated today, thank you so much. Brett, thank you. Thank everybody. Jeffrey, thank you so much. Take a cigar on your way out, as we used to say. If you've donated, make sure you please do take a cigar on your way out. You deserve one. We're going to hit you with some Craigs on the way out. Let's just throw some Craigs in the chat. Members, show off some of the cool emojis and stuff we've got. If you ever want to become a member, it's only £2. I'm only plugging it because we've got more people in here. And look, it helps the channel turning over. So we got cool emojis. You get yourself a really cool badge that says I'm better than everyone else in the chat, which is the Famalam, the Black Panda's official logo right there, which is my logo. This is my crew for life. If you're a member of the Black Panda Pirates, you're a member of me. Thank you all. I hope you've had fun. Honestly, Craig's in the chat, everybody. Because guess what? Xbox took another L tonight. It's over, son. It's over. Craig's in the chat, man. It's over. Look at this. Look at what they're bringing to the table. Craig's. That's it. That's all they can bring. Just Craig's. They can just bring Craig's to the chat. That's it. What do we get? We get some of the best, greatest gaming experiences that anyone has to offer ever. Thank you so much, Sony. Thank you so much. And thank you all, honestly. Take care of yourselves. Look out for each other. As always, as I always say, man. And be kind to one another as well. This has been so much fun. Thank you all. Thank you to my family. I'm out. Peace.